the biggest story today is American Apparel filing for bankruptcy. What do you think about this story, Lisa?
It is a rough time for American Apparel. I was just reading before we got on this video about how in 2007, American Apparel shares on the stock market were selling for like $16. That was good times compared to today. They're worth 11 cents. So it's really rough. Go ahead.
My big comment about this, it was like, if you have a 6-year-old who can buy stock, your stock is not worth that much money. If you can like dig around in your jeans pockets and be like, oh, I have enough for shares, something's wrong.
You might as well just hit up your family for spare change and go buy yourself a candy bar. Like that's going to be worth it more than buying shares of American Apparel. Tough times. The company is in so much debt that basically its debtors are going to own the business and it's going to be taken private. The interest payments are so high on American Apparel's debt right now that in August, the company had like $11 million in the bank, but they were due in October to make a $13 million debt payment. Not a debt payment, an interest payment on the debt. Like you can't run a company when you're that far in the hole.
But doesn't their debt put all of your personal financial situation into like perspective? Like at least you don't owe $13 million worth of interest.
Yeah. Like I think my 6.8% rate on my student loans is pretty rough, but like, okay, I at least know that I can pay that amount every month. I'm not like, can I make my fall collection or not? Because I'm in so much debt. And that's one of the major problems with American Apparel's financial troubles and bankruptcy proceedings is that they weren't able to make a full fall collection. They're running on limited merchandise. And even though the company is expected to continue under private ownership until Kingdom Come, it's unknown whether there's going to be losses in terms of manufacturing jobs, retail jobs, corporate jobs, or if American Apparel's, are they going to bounce back and hit their target customer after they've been slipping down in these past couple of years?
Yeah, and it should be noted, too, that Dov Charney, American Apparel's former CEO, has been kind of coming at the company with lawsuits like a battering ram. He's provided a huge distraction from they're getting their house in order. And people are saying, oh, he was right all along, that he said when he was kicked out of the company that it would never survive without him. But he's come at it to distract it. And I think that's how they've been like losing money, too. Their focus hasn't been completely on the product or the manufacturing process because they've had to deal with this crazy guy and have to deal with him while they're continuing their business. I think that it was probably the smartest thing they could have done is just, in essence, burn their house down in order to keep going forward and to rearrange and move it forward. So hard business decision, risky business decision, but owing that much money in debt is also risky. It was just the only it was only a possibility really that they could deal with at that point.
Yeah, like mad props to Paula Schneider, who was the replacement CEO when Dov Charney got kicked out. She's tried to keep this company afloat, and I think she looked at the numbers and said, this is the only way that we're going to be able to survive this. But at the same time, she seems just as committed to American manufacturing and to keeping the company running. So you have to go into this with the hope that she's got a good head on her shoulders and she's going to do what she has to do to keep this company afloat. Because I need t-shirts. So
I know
we need them to keep going.
We need clothes. Exactly. And they provide a living wage to people who put their clothes together. And that's really unheard of these days. And it's important. So I have hope for them that they can pull it together and keep pushing forward. So we'll see how it all lands.
Yeah, I know that American Apparel gets a lot of flap for having clothes that are out of touch with, normal everyday life. Like how many booty shorts can one own? Like gold lame booty shorts. But it's still one of the best, most affordable brands you can get in this country that's made here. And I think there's a lot to be said for a company that can hit both a target demographic, meaning like the normcore hipster, and also provide a price point that isn't gonna make you sick to your stomach when you hit the cash register. So I know I am hoping they make it. I know a lot of other people are hoping they make it too. So we'll see what happens there.
Maybe they can pull it through. Hoping.
That'd be great.